Welcome back to the remastered Mega Man Zero No Damage run, and you know what? Just play the damn clip. I'm gonna need to reserve everything for this breakdown segment because Christ, I hate it here.
Oh, wait, what? Ha! Got him! Ha! Got him!
Ow! Yeah, I messed up. Yep, I wasn't gonna keep that one anyway. Man, this is so boring. This is like the 100th time I've gone through this BS, and all for some stupid 91 enemy count requirement. Like, who the hell thought this was an Einstein big brain idea? This literally spells out arbitrary by mere illustration. I mean, look at this shit. And like, the thing is, you kinda have to do this, or
Yeah, you know it, Bob.
Yep, that's me. What a way to go, eh? Just conveniently gave Fefnir a cheap grab because 0-1 hitboxes are just swell like that. I mean, nothing new, right? Oh, but no, don't get me wrong. I'm absolutely freaking livid right now. The thought of going back to kill 20 plus more spikings for nearly a whole minute and go back to strict movement to keep the enemy placement consistent is an appalling thought. But you know what? Being consumed by that anger is beneath me. Yep, I'm totally fine with this. No, I'm not fucking okay with that. Not even paying me thousands of dollars will make me want to go through this again, man. If you think I'm exaggerating, no, you haven't seen me when I'm actually using exaggeration. Trust me. Oh lordy, where do I begin? If this was as straightforward as just learn the enemy placement, you'll be sorely wrong. And I'd be amused to see idiots hip at saying otherwise, because you can't lie to my face and say this mission was the pinnacle of good stage design whatsoever. You know what, before I rip into this, let me get the positives of this mission out of the way. It's a fun concept, duking it out with an entire unit of enemies that's clearly a relentless war zone. Doubly so because of the leader of said unit, Mr. Hothead himself. In Dead Zone, the music that plays fits this theme beautifully. You want to hear about the stage design itself? Oh, hell no. Nothing pretty to say about that dumpster fire. Like, what about the most egregious part about it, eh? 91 enemies. That's what you need to get full points minimum. Why is 91 the minimum? I have no clue. That's not even half of the enemies placed on this mission. They really expected you to grind here, because unless someone wants to prove me wrong, because trust me, I would love to be wrong about this. There's no conceivable way that you can kill that many without having to stop to grind in the most efficient way possible. But let's take a big old kamikaze dive into that enemy placement issue, eh? Like I mentioned before in like a previous episode, while the enemy placement will always be fixed, it's only accurately fixed when the mission starts. After that, Pantheons and other enemies that are programmed to move back and forth do so off screen. So here I am, pogoing like I lack a single care in this dystopian world. And then bam, the Pantheon that I was supposed to pogo off of is gone. And he's like a few movements away off screen because he wanted to do his daily jog to the left when I decided to come by. Or when I take a leap off a platform that I can't see below until I drop on it, a Pantheon may or may not be there because he jumped off the other platform and he's just ready to surprise jump back up because he's repeating the cycle. The only way to outright get rid of this problem is to stay 100% consistent with your movements. If you commit to a fixed pattern of progression throughout the stage, you'll experience none of which I'm griping about. But that's pretty much the thing. Toppled with needing to grind for points, you'll be hard pressed to stay focused enough to do that, and you need some degree of mental fortitude to not get bored enough to forget your own timer. Okay, so what about Fefnir? Well, he's just like any other boss when it comes to RNG. You're not getting the same pattern when you get to him no matter how much you try. Unless you're speedrunning, where you're going to need to be consistent and reserved enough with your movement anyway to know which pattern he'll give you. Still, my strategy more or less bypasses that. The starting combo I performed is RNG proof, so no matter what he does, the beginning will always be consistent. But the cool thing about Fefnir is that you just need to pay attention to his visual cues. If you see the triggers on his gun move after recovering, he'll always attempt to grab you. He's easily able to be looped. Only annoying thing about him is that you can't predict when he'll activate his X skill. Like, unless you're a clairvoyant or a speedrunner using the boomerang exploit, you're not going to be able to predict or stop the X skill. Since he's invincible during, it's just a mere time waster that's boring to wait out. So yeah, this stage is terrible. I'm done. I'm not talking about it anymore. I don't even have anything clever or witty to say at the end of the damn video with, so whatever. I'm ending it here. Take it easy, y'all.